Hi there, and thanks for joining me. I'm Alison, and in this video I'm going to do some top tips for troubleshooting if you have trouble getting your VAT obligations from HMRC for your MTD VAT return. Now, in the first instance, it's always worth double checking with HMRC to make sure they don't have any issues their end. They're pretty good, to be fair to them, and they're pretty reliable, but occasionally they may need to take the service down for some reason. Now, when you use EasyFi for MTD VAT, you go into the Finance menu, and there you got your VAT returns under the VAT section. And then if you do start new VAT return, it will ask you if you want to obtain a new VAT return from HMRC Making Tax Digital. And then you might then come across an error that says could not get VAT obligations from HMRC. You may need to reauthorize EasyFi Pro to access your HMRC account. Error 400, invalid grant, refresh token is invalid. And the important message there is that your token is invalid. Basically, when you authorise EasyFi to submit your VAT returns to HMRC on your behalf, HMRC issues EasyFi with a token. But this token will expire from time to time, usually about once a year, but sometimes it might expire for other reasons, like for instance if you've changed something major in your company, or they might have changed something on HMRC's end and they need to refresh all the tokens. So if you ever see this message, you're going to want to go into Finances, VAT Settings, and then you're going to want to click on Authorised for HMRC Making Tax Digital, even if it already shows a green tick. If you click on this button, it will take you through the reauthorization process with HMRC and it will refresh the token for you. So when you click on the button, it takes you to HMRC's website, and here you're going to need to log into your government portal with your username, user ID and password, and then you might even have two-factor authentication set up on it. And here you give permissions. You'll need to say, I give EasyFi Pro permission to view your VAT information and change your VAT information. And then you grant permission, and it says that you've successfully authorised EasyFi Pro to access your HMRC online VAT. And then when you go to raise a new VAT return, it will ask again if you want to obtain a new VAT return from HMRC Making Tax Digital. But this time you can see all your valid VAT returns in there. Another message that you might see when trying to get your VAT obligations is could not get VAT obligations from HMRC. The client and or agent is not authorised. So if you remember when we went through the authorisation process, we went to Finances, VAT Settings, and then we clicked on here and it took us to HMRC's portal where we logged in. Now, when you log into this portal, it's really important that you use the right government gateway user ID for the company that you're trying to authorise. Now, an awful lot of us these days will use the government gateway for our own personal tax as well as our business tax affairs as well. And rather unhelpfully, when you go into the government gateway, it doesn't actually tell you who you're logging in as. It just gives a name, and your personal account and your business account may well show the same name once you've logged in. So just make sure you double check that this user ID relates to the business that you're trying to authorise. HMRC will grant EasyFi with a token, allowing it to talk to HMRC to submit your VAT returns. If it grants a token but the companies don't match up, it will look like it's authorised, but you still won't be able to get your VAT obligations. So this is one that's catching out an awful lot of people these days, especially as people start using the government gateway to process their own personal tax affairs as well as their business VAT returns. So it's one to look out for as well. Well, I hope that's been useful. So there's 3 top tips for things you might come across when trying to get your VAT obligations from HMRC. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments below, or feel free to email us at sales@easyfi.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.